Right, Matt, second fight of the night, UFC 248 over on the prelims. Originally, this fight was supposed to be between my guy, D. Silva, Douglas Silva, De Andrade. He's supposed to be taking on Movsar Evloev, and then Silva De Andrade is out. And then Jamall Emmers is in. And then Evloev is out due to a motorcycle accident. So in steps Giga Chikadze. Matt, this is a really fun fight because both guys have very well-rounded striking games. And if you look over at Jamall Emmers, this is a guy that a lot of people are going to be familiar with. I mean, he is coming in on short notice, different opponent changes, what have you. This is a guy that competed in a main event with LFA 81 at the end of January. He's on a 4-fight win streak, one of those wins over Jay Cuccinello. A lot of people recognize him from The Ultimate Fighter. And if you look at Jamall Emmers, he had a shot on Dana White's Contender Series Season 2. He got finished in that fight. But realistically, over his body of work and total career, he is the lone guy to have a win over Corey Sandhagen. He also has a win over Alexander Hernandez when both guys were very young in their MMA careers. But this is a very interesting fight because he finished his last one. It was just about a month ago against Rafael Barboza. It was a third-round arm triangle. And then you look at the other side of the card, Giga Chikadze. This is a guy that trains out of King's MMA. A lot of people very familiar with that gym, of course. Kelvin Gastelum, Fabrizio Verdum.
Just absolute monsters.
All sorts of great guys. Beneil Dariush is also on this card. He's on a 3-fight win streak. He also lost on Contender Series Season 2 to Austin Springer. Matt, as far as the odds are concerned, Jamall Emmers coming in a slight favorite of -155. Chikadze at a +130 over on Tapology at 238 votes. 84% going with Jamall Emmers, and out of them, 50% picking him by decision. And it's about split 50-50 between sub and KO. Matt, this is a fun fight. They're both good strikers. What do you see in this one?
Okay, so the fact that Jamall Emmers, has had 5-round experience, I think that makes such a big difference in that fight, because there's a lot of guys you see on the prelims in UFC fights, and they gas. That's one of the most prominent issues that kind of, younger fighters have, is they don't know how to pace themselves. If you've fought in the 5-round atmosphere before, it doesn't matter what organization you've ever been in, those extra 10 minutes are so night and day compared to the rest of the fight. So anyone who has that kind of experience going into a UFC fight, and not to disrespect Jamall Emmers in any way, but it's not like he's fighting like Dustin Poirier in his first fight. You know what I mean? Like, he's fighting someone who he's definitely going to have a cardio advantage over, definitely going to have a striking advantage over, and I really don't see an area where he loses this fight.
Yeah, I mean, Giga Chikadze, he's won 3 in a row. That one win, and we saw this for Daniel Hernandez. So he gets a win on Contender Series, and then he fights a scrub. Okay, so Giga Chikadze, after he lost on Contender Series, fought a guy who was 2-31. Since then, the last 2 wins have been good. You can say what you want. But Jamall Emmers and Giga Chikadze actually won. He's already made his UFC debut, and he won that one. It was a split decision win there. But Jamall Emmers is one of those guys that a lot of people were looking forward to him making his UFC debut. Finally he gets that chance. I think he's going to get the win as well.
It could be too soon. That's the only problem. If you did just fight a really hard fight, and then you're coming back a month later, you don't really know where the body's at that point. So that's always something you got to worry about. That's just last step.
But listen, really looking forward to it. You're not going to want to miss the rest of our predictions for UFC 248, the main card, the prelims, and 2 5-minute title fight predictions. With Fight Night Picks, we always say, Matt, let's